Hey everybody, I am here for my 13-week pregnancy vlog. My puppy. Puppy's not feeling so great, so he'll probably be asleep on me, and you'll probably hear him snoring again like you did in the last video. If I'm sitting at kind of a weird angle, it's partly because the dog is here, but it's also partly because I have been sneezing a little bit this morning. It's quite possibly to do with the heater being turned on for the first time, so it's getting all of that gross first of the season dust out of the heater. And every time I sneeze, I kind of have to curl up because I've been having some round ligament pains when I sneeze. So I'm kind of sitting at a weird angle so that I can actually curl over so it doesn't hurt when I sneeze. Baby this week is just at about 3 inches long, and we're just about to hit the 1 ounce mark. Baby is the size of a small peach. So symptoms wise, hunger and tired hasn't really changed. There were a couple days where I thought the hunger's starting to go away, I'm starting to get more energy, and then it kind of all hit back. Every once in a while this week I have been having some uterine twinges right at the top of my uterus. I can feel that my uterus is growing, and I can pretty much feel where my uterus is, and it's interesting to see how it slightly changes day to day. So that's kind of cool. Emotionally, this week has been really good. No real big issues. We were able to tell our kids this week, and that was really cool, and it was really cute. We gave them each a big brother, big sister shirt, and I had them wear that underneath a jacket or a button-up shirt. And then they each had a present with a life-size or a newborn-size baby doll and a couple clothes and a book. And I can, if you'd like specifics about those things, I can upload a short video about those things. But after our family pictures were done, we had them unbutton their jacket and their button-up shirt and read their shirts underneath, and it was kind of funny. It took them a couple minutes. You know, they read Big Brother, Big Sister, and they're like, oh, that's cool. So I said, what does that mean? And my son said, it just means we're 6, that we're bigger. And I said, no, if you're going to be a big brother or you're going to be a big sister, what do you need? And it took them a minute, and finally they said that they needed a baby in the family, and I said, yeah. So they were like, oh, okay, and still didn't quite connect the dots, so I just said, hey guys, and I pointed to my tummy, and then they got it then, and there was a lot of jumping and shouting and excitement. So it was really cute once they figured it out, but I think that they, at this point, have been waiting for so long, and they know that we have had babies in my tummy before that have not made it. So I think with those things combined, they just didn't even think that was going to happen. I don't know. But it was pretty cute, and they have just been sharing with everybody. We got to school yesterday, and they both were just shouting it to everybody that they knew, tapping all of these parents that they had no idea who they were, and telling them that mommy had a baby in her tummy, and all of this stuff. So it's been pretty funny to watch them, and it's just been a really, really easy, really good week. Been doing a lot of meditations. There's one that kind of is meant to try and help you connect to baby. So I've been doing that one a lot, and I'm getting kind of frustrated that I can't feel baby. I know it's still really early, but I really want to feel baby. So every night I kind of sit in bed and I just lay there. I do my little connecting meditation, and then I sit very still and very quietly, hoping that maybe I can feel little flutters. And the last couple days I've been really frustrated. I really want to feel baby, and so the night before last I was feeling where my uterus was, and I just started shaking my uterus a little bit, and just to see if I could annoy baby enough to really get some movement so that I could feel a little flutter. It didn't happen, but I've done that a couple times. Nothing super hard or crazy, nothing that's going to cause any problems, but Yeah. Not too much TMI, mostly breast changes. This whole pregnancy, I've been kind of worried about breastfeeding because I have had basically 0 breast changes. Every once in a while, I will notice the blue veins, but other than that, they were puffy for a couple days right in the very, very, very beginning, and then right around 4 weeks, the puffiness went away and hasn't come back. They really haven't grown. They've grown just a tiny bit, and that's about it. Granted, I'm already kind of bigger chested, but everyone in my family has really grown significantly with each child, and I think I'm the only one who basically hasn't grown much at all. So I've been kind of worried also because my nipples really haven't changed. They haven't gotten any darker. They really haven't gotten any larger. This week, just the last couple days, they've been really, really sensitive and more often erect. So other than that, I'm kind of wondering if there will be some breast changes starting now or soon. But like I said last week, the nipple cream is helping to calm them down a little bit. So I do that both morning and night right now because they have been super sensitive all day long. I have noticed once or twice that the skin on my nipples is either peeling, maybe there's some oils or some very small bits of colostrum that have dried. I'm not quite sure which it is, but I have noticed some very small amounts of flakiness on my nipples the last few days. So I am hoping that everything will go well with breastfeeding, but part of me does worry that because I haven't had any changes thus far, that we're going to have issues. We did have a doctor appointment on Friday with my OBGYN, and it was really just to kind of check in, get weight, all of that. My weight is really good. I officially, through them, have lost 10 pounds. She was really concerned because I had said that I hadn't been sick, so she made sure to ask me again if I had been sick, and she said, don't try and tough it out, don't try and be brave. If you've been really sick, let us know and we can help you. It's really important that you get all the nutrients. And I said, no, I really haven't been sick. There's been maybe twice that I've thrown up, and it was really in conjunction with eating a lot of sugar or eating really, really greasy, crappy food. Had diarrhea a few times, but nothing really crazy. And she said, okay, are you restricting your calories? And I said, no, I'm not restricting calories. I eat constantly, because I'm always hungry. I have started working out, but even having started working out, it's nothing hardcore, it's nothing crazy. So it's just kind of coming off. And she said, there are some people that just happens to. It's not unheard of. It's not particularly worrisome as long as you don't lose more than 10% of your body weight within a given trimester. We're okay. She said, we're going to do the Doppler just to make sure baby's heart rate is okay. As long as you are not absolutely against that, I'm going to feel your uterus to make sure it's growing properly. My husband was with me and he said, let's do the Doppler, just a really quick listen. Like I said before, we've been trying to stay away from realistically, unnecessary ultrasound is our biggest thing, but unnecessary interference in general is something that we're trying to stay away from. But because they wanted to make sure that basically growth-wise everything is okay, she did a quick listen. It was super quick. We listened for maybe 3 to 5 seconds, and heart rate was great. It was at 156 or 158. I didn't record it because it was so fast of a listen. And then she felt around my uterus, and my uterus is growing very nicely. I get the strangest compliments from my doctors and midwives. It's kind of funny. When I got my HSG done, they were just so happy with how the fluids were flowing. And oh my gosh, the shape of my fallopian tubes is gorgeous. Thanks. What do you say to that? Go me. My fallopian tubes are shaped really nicely. And then the hysterosalpingogram. I don't remember quite what it's called. It's been quite a while, but it's the one where they put water up into your uterus and then put a camera in to make sure that there's no polyps and stuff. The color and shape and whatever texture of my uterus was just gorgeous, apparently. Very textbook, very pretty. They actually brought in a couple students and to see, because it was so textbook apparently. So go my uterus. And then last week when we did the harmony testing at the midwife, midwife was like, oh wow, your blood is just really pretty. It's really perfect color, and just the way that it flows is really nice. And it's just like, I get the weirdest compliments from my doctors. And we scheduled the 20-week growth ultrasound. We will do that ultrasound, get everything measured. And so that will be December 22nd. And we did the harmony testing. I got that done last week, so the results should be in this week. We did find out, or we will find out, the sex with the harmony testing. We're having her put it in an envelope so we can do some cute way and find out with the kids whether it's a boy or a girl. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. I have started doing baby registries on various sites. I think having been around kids and babies and having been a nanny and knowing what you use and what you don't, doing registry stuff based on the lists that they give you and the suggestions that they give you is kind of crazy. I mean, they really push a whole lot of stuff on you, and I feel like they do it in such a way that new parents that really don't have an idea of what things you will or will not use, I feel like they really sucker people into a lot of stuff. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you next week for week 14. Bye.